Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson. So for today I want to explain something called the Underground Railroad. This was a network or a system where many volunteers were working to get the black people away from slavery and to save them and to help them to escape, يعني to run away, تيهربوا. So this is the country of America. It is divided between the West, the North, and the South. Do you know where were the slaves? They were here in the South. Because here in the North, already people have fought against racism, and here already the slaves or the black people were already free. They were not slaves. But here in the South, they still had a lot of slaves, like the whole South was full of slaves. Why? Why do you think the slaves were only in the South and not in the North or the West? Because here down the ground was very good for planting. And so the white people needed people to work in their grounds and to plant. So they used to bring these black people to kidnap them and to steal them from their countries like Africa and like the West or wherever, and they used to bring them here to the South and to sell them. Yani they used to buy and sell people. Okay, and they used to work here in the South without money and in very, very, very harsh conditions. I will just show you a very short video of how they used to choose the black people for slavery and how did the escaping take place.
Run away, but escaping was anything but easy. So, due to hard labor and punishments, an enslaved individual decides to leave. The closer he is to the border between the free states and the slave states, the easier it is.
So because the slaves were here in the South, they wanted to run away and be here where they were not slaves anymore. So when they got closer here to the border, يعني للحدود, okay, it was easier for them to escape.
This is why from the estimated 100,000 people who escaped through the Underground Railroad, many of them were from the border states, because the journey was much shorter and safer, and it was thought once they arrived north, they were free. On the other hand, African Americans from the South had way longer journeys until the North, and probably many of them didn't even know the free states existed. As an enslaved individual, knowing how to read or write was a crime. So without any maps, not knowing where to head, escaping alone was very difficult. That being said, this is where the Underground Railroad comes into the story.
Okay, so as you heard, they didn't know how to read, they didn't know how to write, and they didn't have maps. And at that time, there were not cell phones for you to have the map on your phone. You just had a map. So the black people did not have any maps, and so it was very difficult for them to run away. And so this is where the Underground Railroad appeared, and let's watch.
As the name says, this route was made of many underground ghost train stations that led to the far north, even Canada, or at least that's what the myth says. In reality, it was neither underground nor a railroad, but a secret network which was not run by a single organization or person. It was run by both black and white people, who tried rescuing individuals to the far north. This system had a well-defined structure, and certain people had certain roles, whose names were coded, so masters and owners of enslaved people wouldn't be aware of this secret route. It is believed that the Underground Railroad was created shortly before the beginning of the 19th century by abolitionists.
Okay, so the people who were helping the slaves to escape, they didn't use their names, they used codes. For example, like Chair, let's say. A person, his name would be Chair, just for us not to know his real identity. Okay, and they used to try to go to the plantations and to try to talk with the slaves and to tell them, meet me here at this time and don't tell anyone, and my name is Chair, for example. Okay, and they used to run away at night, and during the day they used to try to rest and to find a place to rest and to hide, actually. So I want you to read this, okay? And next week I will call you and each one of you will read for me these. And I also want you to color this picture. This is a picture of people, the black people escaping to the north. If you have colors, you can color. If you don't have colors, it is okay. I also want, for Martin Luther King, I want you to do this paper over here. So you write your name, the date, and I want you to answer the first 4 boxes. So who was he? What did he believe in? What did he fight for? And what lessons did he teach others, or what lessons did he teach you personally? And why was he famous? Famous يعني مشهور. Why is he very important? Why do we still talk about him today? These 3, don't answer them. And I want you to draw a picture of him here, like we did with Rosa Parks.